Hi.
I'm Alicia. I work with Kimco.
Are you the property manager?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
For all intents, I was just telling your partner. Here's the situation. They were on the St. James side, which is private property,
Okay.
selling in front of Starbucks cookies, boxes of cookies.
Okay.
My tenant, of course, is not there. So then I asked them if they can't be there. It's private property. Obviously, they think they are entitled to be there. The father's videotaping everything as it occurs for the community pages. I offer as a compromise to put them at Shake Shack, where the fire feature is, for two reasons. One, it's not by an intersection by the road, so people come up to buy. There's more room.
Right.
Two, Shake Shack doesn't sell cookies. So it solves two problems. He refuses to give me his last name or troop number. He has no paperwork as a nonprofit. It's just a wagon with a box of cookies. So there's nothing to say that he is with, a troop.
Right.
I don't have any identification. I've given my name and my email, but he won't commit to moving.
Okay. Do you have any paperwork showing like that?
Nothing.
You have
from
nothing?
Him. He won't give me his
Or how about for you, for just paperwork saying that there's non-compete with the property and you're not allowed to be on the property?
I'm not going to show him a lease because it's private property.
Right. Okay.
But I feel like it was a reasonable compromise to offer.
No, that's fair.
And also, we're not even supposed to let them do that. So I'm being, fair.
Let me get your information real quick, just because I'm going to need it for the report. What's your first name?
Alicia, A-L-I-C-I-A. Loophole, L-U-P.
No, U-P.
L-D.
L-U-P-O-L-D.
Okay. Pearl Vision. So if you go up here and make a left, and you go down, it's where the Gap is. So you would go in where you see the Gap's parking lot, make a right by the farmer's market and make another right, and there's parking there.
So if we just turn left at the stop,
Yeah.
Okay. What is your birthday?
My what?
Your birthday.
Oh, 2/11/73.
And then address?
122.
122?
Yep. Cambridge. C-A-M-B-R-I-D-G-E. Drive.
Okay.
Glen Mills, PA. 19342.
And best contact number?
267.
Okay.
892-0620.
And what's the company what's the property management company?
Kimco Realty. We're the owners too.
Kimco, is it C-O or?
K-I-M-C-O Realty. R-E-A-L-T-Y.
Okay. And you are the property what's your title?
The Regional Vice President.
Regional Vice President, okay.
Can I ask you to elaborate on something?
Sure, of course.
So you said they were on the St. James side, which is private property. Does that indicate that if they were on the Coulter side, it's not private property?
So this is what we're trying to figure out, and I've talked to the township. Because of the easement from the public road of Coulter, there's an egress there on the sidewalk that is public. Right? Am I correct? I mean, that was kind of...
If Coulter is a public roadway,
road.
then the sidewalks in and of itself would also be available
as a public domain. Am I correct?
Yeah, public.
So they did move over to the Coulter side because they were right by the corner of St. James, and that's all. This is all of ours.
Yeah.
So
St. James, I can understand that they're on this. If they're on the Coulter sidewalk,
but I don't know because we do all of the snow removal. We do everything. So we maintain the sidewalks. Yeah, I guess we do everything. But here's my problem. I get people with the environmental group come out, and they're very aggressive with people just walking around. And the police have made them move along before. But do you know what the law is concerning that? How do we manage? I could have a hot dog guy come and just put an umbrella up and start selling stuff on the corner. I mean,
vending.
Don't they have to
vending is
something?
Vending is one thing. Soliciting is one thing. Nonprofits are exempt from the solicitation, obviously.
So even selling cookies, though, they're selling for profit.
If Girl Scouts is a nonprofit, then the umbrella of Girl Scouts would cover the cookies.
Shouldn't they have to have some kind of identification and show me that?
If they're on the private property, then that would be reasonable to prove it or leave. If they're on public property, then no.
So anybody with a wagon and Girl Scout cookies can say they're a nonprofit?
Well, the Girl Scouts is the nonprofit, and if a dad is out with his Girl Scout daughter selling cookies, it's not like the troop is out at a stand and all the Girl Scouts are there. This is one guy.
It'd be better
than
somebody in a wagon just pulling it around the property, and they walk around the property.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And listen, my daughter is a brownie and a Girl Scout. Yeah. I totally support it. I've tried to set them up with Trader Joe's or certain businesses. Sit outside the business and activate. Acme does it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, that's what he wouldn't.
He's being difficult.
He just thinks, yeah.
Welcome to America.
Oh, I know. Trust me.
Yeah, I mean, because
My customers, my tenants.
from their perspective, right? If it's a dad taking out his daughter, this is a gold mine, you know, and
That's why I offered the Shake Shack, because it's
Yeah.
a safer spot. There's more room. It's not on the corner of a busy road.
for now,
Especially with all these kids today. I don't know what happened.
for
I got inundated.
for now,
There's a new, not new, but there's a school above there that all the kids are
for now, until we attain some sort of additional guidance on it or clarification, is it okay if we handle it as tell them, hey, stay along Coulter, don't veer off into the sides, for now, for this circumstance, until we can,
I don't know. He's
Or do
filming
you-
everything. I don't even know if I want you to approach him. Because I don't want to be on the community page either of being like the bad wolf of like the community knocking down the brownies. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why I was trying to get him to compromise.
yeah.
Of course, I have Starbucks freaking out because they have a lease. And their lease line extends real close to where that is.
And they sell a competing product.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it's understandable from like all three angles to me. Like, it's understandable from
It
them and
is.
from you and from me
Yeah, but it's
and from
almost
the
like,
dad.
why not just compromise and go
Yeah.
somewhere where they're, I mean, it's a
It would
big
make life
site.
easier. It would make
Yeah,
life
some people
easier.
just don't like being told.
Yeah.
No, he definitely doesn't, and his daughter doesn't.
She gets it.
I mean,
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I just feel
that
bad for the
apple
little
came.
girl.
Apple was like that far. So, I don't know if I want you to approach them, and I'm so sorry because now I'm just thinking like.
Well,
how
we're
it
here anyway
reads.
for the security
kids.
call for the kids.
Okay.
I know.
They're
Yeah.
walking down to
Also-
the fire now.
What?
Oh, they're moving. They're
They're
moving.
moving.
Oh, good. Maybe they're gonna take me up on my offer. So maybe it's better if
The
you
Girl
don't.
Scout people are?
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
okay.
just selling as they walk.
As they
down the-
walk.
Which
yeah.
is like if they're along Coulter, their argument is going to be Coulter
they're
is
valid.
Coulter is a public street.
And
Like
so are the sidewalks.
the,
It's just there's gotta be
sidewalk
something
is
about selling,
is the
though.
extension of public property, even though it's maintained
nonprofit.
by your easement.
Even though they're selling, it's raising funds.
Yeah, Girl
for the
Scouts is a
nonprofit.
nonprofit, so the selling of Girl Scout cookies falls under the umbrella
Umbrella, okay.
of the Girl Scouts being a nonprofit.
But here's the
Which is
thing.
why we've never required
The documentation.
kids selling Girl Scout cookies to get a solicitor's permit, because you don't need one if you're a nonprofit.
Right, and that's the problem we're having with that environmental group that keeps coming here.
Exactly.
Every
If
weekend.
you're,
And they're
if you're
aggressive, though. They're not-
political canvassers or nonprofit or
Yeah,
like some
exemption.
sort of fundraisers for something like charity, something like that. That doesn't fall under the solicitation ordinance.
So,
So obviously St. James,
It's
this is
different.
completely
Different,
this is
yeah,
completely
yeah.
private,
It is.
maintained, and
and like the
owned.
lawn and everything.
Yeah, everything. But Coulter is a public roadway. It would be my thinking that the sidewalk would be an extension of that public roadway.
Let's hope since he moved, he's gonna.
Because there's specific laws saying that you can't walk on the public roadway if there's a sidewalk available. So they're precluded to use the sidewalk by law.
Okay.
So
Um,
that's just my understanding of how it
and
would be.
no, I appreciate the feedback. Look, it's something we're struggling with, and that's why I was trying to give a compromise that I thought was affable to both parties.
Yeah.
I don't, listen, we gotta live here and get along with this community. I don't need to be all over as like, we don't like kids.
Right.
And that's what I was gonna say with the kids.
You guys have your hands full already with the kids.
all of them, they crack up my whole garage, but they spend a ton of money.
Yeah.
They're also one of my best customers.
Right.
Starbucks.
Yeah.
Like these kids drop cash like I wish I had had a kid.
Ah.
Well, at least you get it then.
Yeah.
They get. So I don't. So be nice to them. We try to treat them like people. They respond well. So just.
Yeah, as long as you don't damage anything or steal
Yeah,
anything.
we just talk to them like an adult. Like, hey, listen, you guys are happy. We're happy to have you guys here, but
And
you
they
guys just can't
apologize.
run on the sidewalk.
And they said sorry.
Yeah, they apologize.
They were nicer than the adults.
Right.
They usually are.
They are, especially this age.
Yeah.
So I'm
Because
so
they know if
sorry.
you
Yeah, I'm
screw
sorry
it up, they're
for
gone.
calling you guys out. It's
Sure.
just the way how hostile they were was just unbelievable.
The kid was the most hostile. As I was saying, it was crazy.
They pick up bad habits.
Yeah.
So sorry about that.
That's
But,
okay.
thanks for the insight too. We appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, it's a learning experience for all of us.
Good. All right,
So
great.
I think for future, if you continue to communicate with the township
Yeah.
and seek further guidance on how that